The passion for beauty is infinite. Celebrating the season 2 of the Shondaland and Netflix smash hit Bridgerton, this next generation limited edition palette presents 6 splendid Regency era eyeshadows in 5 futuristic finishes: a velvety plum, a peony pink satin matte eye blush, a luminous pale rose gold highlighter, and an electrifying pair of astral shades in pastel aqua metallic and divinely deepened chartreuse. These luxurious cream powder formulas combine weightless texture with intense color saturation to effortlessly build, blend, and bloom into a legendary array of debutante divine looks, ranging from soiree-ready elegance to swoon-worthy seduction at its most sublime. This is Bridgerton 2 from Pat McGrath. Because on Mondays, we McGrath. Brown Girl Bella. Hi, it's me, Shannon B for BrownGirlBella, back to bring you more lips, lashes, and luxury. If you're new and you like what I do, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and then tap that notification bell so you're notified each and every time that I upload. For all those returning, welcome back. So, you heard it from Mother Pat herself. This is Bridgerton 2. And I'm bringing it to you. Here are the 6 shades. We're going to get into these swatches. We're also going to try to put as many of these colors on my lid as I possibly can. And finally, we're going to do some comparisons to the last Bridgerton to see if there are any dupes in this one. So, let's get started. I've already primed my eyelids, and I'm going to start with my highlighting brush. This is the MAC 223, and I'm going to go into Refinement, which is that first color right here on the right side. And I'm going to take that and I'm going to just sweep it underneath the brow bone. Next, I'm going to take Regency Romance, that is the next color over, and with my rougher 01, and I'm going to start to sculpt out the socket. I'm going to take Diamond's Desire next, this shade right here, and we're going to take my Esom W21 brush, and we're going to use that to sweep this shade across the eyelid. I'm going to further define that socket with Forbidden Amour. Define that socket even more. Next, we're going to use the center beautiful shade, Darling Dandy, and we're going to use the Esom V09 brush to just highlight that inner corner. Lastly, going back to a wiped off W21 Esom brush, we're going to go into the last shade, which is Forever Charmed. And we're going to use that across the lid as well. Gonna line the bottom. Next, I'm going to add some mascara using Mother's Fetish Eyes. Alright, that was the Bridgerton eye palette. Let's move on to the Bridgerton face palette. Alright, for the face palette, she says master the art of multi-dimensional color and highlighting with a cheeky complexion quartet inspired by Shondaland and Netflix's smash hit Bridgerton Season 2. It stars 3 baked blushes complemented by a heavenly heart-shaped melange highlighter curated to achieve Regency meets modern luster. Each silky featherlight formula glides on, blending and building with exquisite ease, imparting legendary luminosity to the cheeks, high points of the face, and beyond. These blushing delights are arrayed like the most luxurious bonbons in a glamorous, giftable keepsake box adorned with Pat's gilt hallmarks. So I'm going to start with the most boldest color in here. I'm going to go for it. Wow. Look at that. Babes, only tap it in one time and it gives you such beautifulness. Like, I've never seen a blush with quite the same tone. It looks beautiful and it glided on so perfectly. Now let's try the heart highlighter at the top. And we're just going to add that to the high points of our cheeks. Down the center of our nose. And highlighting the Cupid's bow. Show you the powders that I have, but suffice it to say, I got 2 of the same color instead of 1 gold and 1 rose gold. So hopefully my good friends over at Pat McGrath Labs will help me out and make sure that I get the right colors moving forward. Finally, let's get into the lipsticks, shall we? Let's go. Okay, so we're gonna start with this first shade, which is called Nude Romantic 2. It's a cool neutral pink nude. That is Nude Romantic 2. Next is Veiled Rose. This is a mid-tone mauvey pink. That is Veiled Rose. Next we have Infatuation. This is a vivid, cool tone berry pink. There is Infatuation. Next we have Elson 5. This is a true blue red. Elson 5. This one is Venetian Peach. It is a light peachy nude. Venetian Pink. Negligee, a neutral pink beige. Negligee. And finally, we have Entranced. Entranced is a warm flesh rose. Entranced. So that was all 7 of Mother Pat's newest lineup. This is called the Satin Allure Lipstick. It is a trademark blend of really creamy satin lipsticks. I love all 7 of them. Of course, you know, you don't need all 7. I just happen to love it and know that I wanted all of them. But I'm gonna really have fun this summer with these colors. So let's get into swatches and comparisons to the last Bridgerton. So this is the first series Bridgerton palette that we received from Mother Pat. This is the second one. So let's go into comparisons to see what's new, what's different, and what's changed from the original to season 2. Okay, in the original we had some beautiful colors here. We had some plum, we had some rosy reds, we had shimmer shades, some astral types of shades. So between this one and her new version, I definitely see how these two, let's show it this way, how these two can be a companion piece to each other. The colors definitely complement each other. We can look at Daring Dandy, which is one of the standout shades in the new version. So there is Daring Dandy, Minty Green, and then of course in this one we had Regency Blue. So those are the two side by side. In the new version we have Forbidden Amour, which is that plummy shade. And then of course we have Plum Regalia from the original version. And there they are next to each other. Very, very similar. We have Regency Romance from the new palette. And then Art of the Swoon from the first palette. And then, not to be outdone, we also had Love Match from the old version. Okay, that can be a palette all on its own. Isn't that beautiful? We also have Refinement from the new palette. And from the first palette, we have Iconic Ingenue. Very similar. We have Diamond's Desire. And then from the first palette, we have Duchess Divinity. And finally, because she's a star all on her own, we have Forever Charmed, which I have on my eyes right now. And that is Forever Charmed. So that's it. That completes our swatches, our try-ons, and the first look at this new Bridgerton collection. I really am going to enjoy now that I have both pieces, putting these two palettes together. So you know what's next. That's right, the head-to-head between the first version and now season 2, the second version. Come on back for the next iteration of On Mondays We McGrath. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And until next time, you have now been Bellafied. Take care, and I'll see you back here soon.